Hello everyone, I'm F. Merlin Rodrigues and I welcome you back to the part 2 of our unit, Mechanics and Conventions of Writing. In this video, you will learn what is meant by academic style. The term academic style refers to the difference of academic essays, project papers, journals, articles, and dissertation from other, that is, non-academic writings like newspaper article, magazine essays, and informal communications. When you prepare a more formal academic paper, you need to document the sources in a particular style. That is, the details of the quotations and other borrowed materials you use in your paper need to be presented in a specific style consistently throughout your work. Stylistic consistency is an important yardstick for deciding the quality of your paper. Documentation style vary depending on your discipline. For instance, writers from liberal arts and humanities usually take MLA style, and those from social science and science follow APA style. There are other styles as well like Chicago, Oxford, and Cambridge. Two kinds of documentation are employed in academic papers. One is parenthetical documentation and second one is works cited. The former is also called in-text documentation and the latter reference and bibliography. When you write a paper, you are likely to use several direct quotations from your sources. Such quotations, usually given in quotation marks, should be followed by a parenthesis giving details of source like name of the author and the page number. These minute details of documentation style are given in the manual of style published by the organizations that publish style guides. For instance, the MLA style is introduced by Modern Language Association, an organization in the United States, whereas the APA style is from American Psychological Association. The style manuals are usually available in print and electronic formats. Depending on the changing needs of the documentation, the style guides bring out newer editions, incorporating provisions for documenting newer sources. There was a time when citing of web sources was not at all mentioned in style guides. But now, all style guides specifically mention not only the internet sources, but almost all new sources of information. Style guides insist, apart from citation, on formatting an academic paper, mechanics of writing, and academic integrity. Now let's look at the first style guide, that is MLA style. Modern Language Association has been publishing its style guides since 1985. It is understandably the most popular style followed by in liberal arts and humanities. Like all other style guides, the MLA style guide gives instruction on citing all type of sources. The MLA published 8th edition of the style guide till 2016. MLA style guide gives guidelines on the following things: heading and title, abstract, introduction, formatting text, margin, space and font, putting page numbers, tables and illustration, punctuation, in-text or parenthetical citation, works cited list or bibliography, footnotes and endnotes, or the plagiarism. Someone who is writing an academic paper can go and refer this MLA style guide and can get the information of what font size their heading or title should be, or the margin and the spacing, where should they put the page number, where the tables and illustrations should come, How can they cite the parenthetical citation or the bibliography? How can they avoid plagiarism? All these informations they can get from the MLA Style Guide. Just remember, this is for the liberal arts and humanities student. Now, APA Style. APA Style is prepared with the objective of standardizing scientific writing. It is suitable to cite such academic assignments as term papers, empirical studies, literature review, case studies, and theoretical and methodological articles. A typical APA style paper will have the following sessions. There will be a title page, abstract, introduction, result, discussion, reference, and appendixes. As in MLA style, there are specific instructions in APA style with regard to text formatting details like line spacing and margins, page number, and page headers. For instance, APA insists on double spacing the entire manuscript and using Times New Roman font for text and Arial font for tables. Besides, it is also insisting on reducing bias in the use of language and enhancing the level of specificity. Now, moving on to the next topic, academic integrity. Academic integrity is a moral code of conduct for everyone in an academy. It insists on academicians, teachers, students, and researchers to conduct their study, research, teaching, and writing using fair means and following the moral and ethical code of conduct, which includes avoiding cheating in examinations and assignments, plagiarism, and maintaining academic standards. Dishonest ways employed in preparing writing assignments and project works are often looked at with seriousness. Plagiarism poses a threat to maintaining academic integrity. So an academic writer can keep academic integrity by citing his or her sources properly and also by avoiding plagiarism. As you have already learned in this text, plagiarism is a literary theft. So it occurs when a writer copies another person's text or ideas and calls the work his or her own without giving credit to the source of the copied text. Next one, the last point of this chapter is proofreading. Reading your draft paper for mistakes is the last step before submitting or publishing your paper. You may use popular proofreading marks or employ your own style in marking things to be changed. It is better if you can find a reviewer or a classmate to read your paper. In proofreading, grammar, vocabulary, spelling, sentence structure, and format of the text are all thoroughly examined. So children, in this video we learned the academic style, especially focusing on MLA and APA style. We discussed more on academic integrity and proofreading. Hope this session was a fruitful one. Thank you, children.